You got me hooked on cigarettes and the way you taste after a couple deep drags. You got me addicted to the way we share smoke between our mouths and how your hands would trail my jawline with frostbitten fingers. I became a junkie for the way you smiled at me. For when I asked what you were smiling at, you'd always say me. The glimmer in your eyes that was dangerous, but I was too drunk on fake affection to notice the swords forged in lies, slitting the fibres of my ligaments under my knees. So that when I finally realised the poison you fed into my system, I couldn't run. But fortunately, I became boring for you. The curves of my body and the way my hair fell over my form, and the way my nose crinkled when I laughed at your stupid jokes, and the way my freckles would spark fires under sunlight, and the way our lips would graze one another's. Because apparently the build-up was half the excitement. I still remember the phone call that dropped my heart into that pit of acid, the phone call that made me throw up the contents of my being into a toilet bowl. You wouldn't think 4 words could break a person, but then you always said life was full of surprises. Cigarettes made me sick. For the longest time I lingered on throwing that last popper away, because if I could taste the menthol, I could taste you too. If I could feel the smoke burning my lungs, I could feel the drags you breathed down my throat on park benches and in streets while old ladies smiled at us through windows and remembered what it was like to be young. If I held on to that cigarette, I could still smell the leather jacket you wore and the shampoo you were never really able to wash out of your curls. I could still feel your stubble against my face. So I snapped it in two. Because looking back, you were a cigarette. You were addicting and poison. You snaked your way around my body and settled on my brain stem. You made me fall in love with the way you hurt me. And I didn't realise how much you had affected me until I was deprived of you. But in the end, I was better off without you. Because now I can breathe.